Live from the Script Studios, this is 10 News.
Breaking overnight, a vet carjacked feet from his front door. What he was able to get back before the carjacker sped off in his car.
We are looking into what happened to a little girl who fell from a fourth-story window in La Jolla.
A tourist boat capsizes in a Missouri lake. 2 more people found dead in the last hour. Witnesses now coming forward about what they saw from the shore.
Well, you can't miss the surefire signs. Comic-Con is back. Hundreds of people sleeping outside right now downtown just to get inside the convention center. Good morning. It is Friday. I'm Virginia Shaw.
I'm Jason Martinez, and really a great day across San Diego, Megan.
It really is. I mean, it's summer, so it's warm, but boy, it is going to be getting much hotter next week. So let's enjoy today and the weekend because it is going to be beautiful. We are starting off with some marine layer clouds as we look at this gorgeous shot from Mission Bay, but not everybody's starting off with those clouds. But if you are, clouds will be clearing out pretty quickly. I think by 9 a.m. most of us are going to be sunny. And if you're thinking about going to get in that car wash, go ahead. We have a heat wave and a lot of sunshine in store for us as we head into next week instead of rain. And today is going to be a nice one. Temperatures will be climbing to the mid to upper 70s as our 10-hour day planner shows us along our coastline. Warm and sunny skies this afternoon. Inland neighborhoods will be topping off in the mid to upper 80s. But I am forecasting 190 today. I'll pinpoint where that is when I come back in just about 9 minutes. Kalina, fingers crossed for Friday light.
You know, it's in the middle right now. Coronado's been bunched up for the past few weeks or so right now. Not the case. Everything up to speed, and you're looking at just about a 3 to 4 minute commute, which is good news if this is the way you head on into Coronado. Heading out to our 10 News Live traffic tracker, you'll see a problem that just popped up on the 163. This is southbound right at Kearneyville Road. We do have the off-ramp blocked off. The other lanes, though, are open, so you can continue southbound on the 163 this morning. You can also transition, take the 15 freeway if you want to avoid some of the possible looky-loo traffic there, but overall, it's really not a bad commute there as well. 805 northbound between the 54 and the 94. That'll take you 10 minutes to get through. Once you get past that area, you are nice and clear to the 5. Jason?
Kalina, thank you very much. Breaking overnight, a veteran carjacked just feet from his front door in the College area. Now, the victim says he was coming to his apartment from a late-night gas station run when he noticed the men walking around his complex. He parked his car and says one of those men approached him with a gun, told him to hand over the keys and his wallet. So he did that, and then he says what happened next kind of surprised him.
He goes, car keys. I said, oh, 1 second, and I pull out my fob, and I hand it to him, and he's like, drop it on the ground and back up. So, put it on the ground, start backing up. And as I back up, I'm like, can I get the house keys so I can go in like you're telling me to? He goes, I'll slide them to you.
All right, so the victim's vehicle, because they ended up taking the car, obviously, that's a gray 2017 Toyota Yaris. He says he's worried because the suspects have his wallet with some important information in it. Police are investigating.
Expect some road closures and extra traffic in San Marcos today after a water main break caused a huge mess. Take a look. The break happened on Twin Oaks Valley Road yesterday evening. Crews had to work to get to the broken pipe, force the northbound lanes and one southbound lane to close. Nearby businesses say it created a traffic nightmare.
We saw the street coming up. I was like, wow, and the cars couldn't get through, so they was coming through our parking lot.
The water was shut off to businesses, but it has since been turned back on. The roads expected to reopen this afternoon.
A federal judge in San Diego will get an update today on the effort to reunite immigrant families. The government said yesterday that 364 children above the age of 5 have been reunited, but that's only a fraction of the roughly 2,500 children who were supposed to be reunited by next Thursday's deadline. The government's latest update didn't say whether it believes it'll meet that deadline.
Now to the latest on that tragic boat accident in Missouri. Dive teams have recovered 2 more bodies from a lake after a duck boat capsized. That brings the total number of people killed now to at least 13. 4 people are still missing, and the ages range from a baby, 1 year old, all the way up. This happened during a very severe storm yesterday at Table Rock Lake in the Ozarks near the town of Branson. Witnesses say the captain was trying to get the boat back to shore, but simply couldn't fight the wind and the waves.
I didn't see it go down, but you could see it, you know, you knew it was going to. You just felt helpless. There's nothing you could do. You want to run out there, you want to help them, you want to try to save them, but you can't.
Dive teams resumed their search earlier this morning. The NTSB is investigating. At 6:04, a little girl rushed to Rady Children's Hospital after falling 4 stories out a window in La Jolla.
And 10 News anchor Jim Patton is live outside Rady Children's Hospital now with what we know this morning. Jim.
Yeah, good morning, Jason. Virginia. We know that she was brought here about 10 o'clock last night and rushed right into the emergency room there after falling those 4 floors.
I don't have time to give you much of a report. It says 3-year-old female falls from the 4th story of an apartment complex.
Scanner traffic there. Our 10 News breaking news tracker was here at Rady Children's when emergency responders rushed the 3-year-old into the hospital. She was followed closely by a woman who appeared to be her mother, perhaps a guardian. According to scanner traffic, just before 10 p.m., a man was running around the Garden Communities complex in La Jolla that is near Nobel and Judicial Drive. He was yelling for someone to call 911. A girl had fallen 4 stories, landing on concrete. A man was seen talking to police, unknown who he is. Police are investigating, trying to determine how the girl fell. This type of accident more common than you might think. Just this week in Chicago, 2 children in diapers had to be saved by a man with a ladder after they were spotted some 20 feet high on the edge of a windowsill. And each year in this country, some 3,300 children are injured seriously enough from windowsill falls that they have to be taken to a hospital, and about 5 of those injuries prove to be fatal. Reporting at Rady Children's Hospital, Jim Patton, 10 News.
All right, Jim, thank you. Live look at the White House, where Russian President Vladimir Putin could be visiting this fall. The White House did confirm the invitation yesterday. The news caught the Director of National Intelligence off guard. He learned about it during a live interview.
Say that again? Okay. Yeah. That's going to be special.
If Putin accepts the invitation, it would be his first visit to the U.S. since 2015.
Medical debt is something that most of us will have to deal with at some point in our lives, and an unexpected emergency can lead to money woes or even bankruptcy. It's one of the issues we're looking into for our Making It in San Diego initiative this morning, and 10 News reporter Jared Aarons is in the Live Center this morning. And Jared, you found ways to overcome big bills, even for people who can help.
Yeah, Jason, you know, when you're sick, all you want to do is just focus on getting better and not worry about how you're going to pay for it. Experts tell me there are some simple steps that you can take before or after an illness that can save you thousands.
How is Corey?
Patricia Bosve came to Vivisa Healthcare Advocates when her son Corey had an OCD breakdown.
He was a 4.5 student, triathlete in high school, who now couldn't read took 20 minutes to read a 2-line email.
She didn't know how to navigate a complicated healthcare system or pay for his treatment.
It was so overwhelming that it affected every part of our life. Vivisa, this is Samantha.
At Vivisa, founder Samantha Reddy says her phone rings constantly. People looking for help when a medical emergency becomes a financial one, too. Her advice? Plan ahead. Get regular checkups and develop a relationship with your doctor. Use urgent care instead of emergency rooms. Study your insurance plan and keep important medical information in your wallet or purse. And if you have a planned surgery, ask how much it will cost before it happens.
Even if you are armed with information, there are just certain things that are unavoidable, like a trip to the emergency room.
When that happens and you're stuck with a big bill, Young says the first thing you need to do is ask your provider to freeze your account and send you an itemized bill.
I don't really know what these services are or what they mean. So you do have a right to do that.
When looking at the bill, make sure you're only charged for services you got. Go online to see how much they should cost. On this bill, a $20 pregnancy test cost $105. A $2,000 MRI listed at almost $7,000. Also, check that your insurance has been applied. Then, start appealing and negotiating. Some hospitals will do payment plans or even discounts if you pay in full.
Don't give up. They want you to be tired. It'll drag on for 6 months before you'll get a reply, but don't. It's thousands of dollars.
Young says that's where hiring an advocate can really help. For the Bosve family, they spent $20,000, but Young's company saved them $300,000.
I didn't have the time to be on the phone all day. I would have lost my job.
Now, if you're looking for an advocate, there are websites where you can find them and also places to help you vet them. We've put links to both of these in our story on 10news.com. In the Live Center, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
All right, great stuff, Jared. Thank you very much. So California Senator Kamala Harris will be in town today to learn about Navy operations. She'll stop at Naval Base Point Loma. Her office says that she'll receive a briefing on a submarine squadron and learn about the Navy's role in national defense and intelligence. This comes amid speculation that she may be considering a presidential run in 2020.
People are camped out right now ahead of day 2 of Comic-Con. There are a ton of things going on today, but most people seem to be lining up for the Walking Dead panel in Hall H. More than 6,000 fans expected to meet the cast and crew of the AMC show. One man even flew in all the way from Norway.
We've been sitting here for quite a long time, and it's just for experience.
Now, here's a look at some of the other highlights on tap for today. Hulu giving a sneak peek at the premiere of its new Stephen King, J.J. Abrams show, Castle Rock.
What's that about?
It sounds like it might be kind of
Is that
creepy,
Fraggle
right?
Rock or
Yeah.
the show Castle? Or...
No. Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson here too. They're going to be talking about Glass. Jamie Lee Curtis talking about the newest Halloween movie. Can't wait for that. And Tom Hardy is expected to have a preview of Venom. That's a Spider-Man spin-off. If you want to get more information on the panels and everything else, we have a complete Comic-Con guide for you on 10news.com.
A lot of remakes. You got the new Predator movie and Halloween.
A lot going on. Very excited for all of those. Very excited Tom Hardy's here. Hopefully we'll see him somewhere out around
maybe
downtown.
walking through our studio.
I would be very excited about that. I love him. All right, if you're going out to Comic-Con, weather is going to be another nice one. About as warm as yesterday. Temperatures in the 70s all day because it's 70 degrees right now at the Convention Center. 78 for The Walking Dead about noon, and Robot Chicken 79 degrees this afternoon, but we'll top off at downtown. 80 for Oceanside, and the one spot I am forecasting a 90 is Escondido today, but Poway awfully close. 89 degrees, mostly in the 80s for inland valleys with 70s along our coastline. Ramona also very close, 89 this afternoon. Clouds will build this afternoon near our mountain areas, but we don't expect those clouds to make any rain. But I am tracking a major heat wave as we head into next week. I'm going to pinpoint how hot it's going to get where you live when I come back in just about 9 minutes. Kalina, how's it going?
Tired of the heat waves.
Yeah, I know.
What's happening. Hey, if you're going to be commuting this morning on the 805 right at the 163, everything is still looking pretty good right now. We do have cars traveling on the northbound side, but so far traffic isn't as heavy as it usually is this time of the morning. So it looks like you're in some luck this morning. If you go out to our 10 News Live traffic tracker, you'll see a problem that we have on the 15 freeway. This is heading southbound here right at Carmel Mountain Road. The shoulder is blocked off because of a big rig crash. Speeds still looking good on the southbound side of the 15 freeway. Same thing goes for the northbound side. And the 52 heading westbound this morning, Santee to the 15. That is just a 9-minute ride. Guys?
Thank you very much. So a waitress turns the tables on a man who walked by and groped her. This viral video showing her slamming him against the wall.
A small sigh of relief for UC students. How a fight against the high cost of higher education paid off.
And it's Friday, but how does a 4-day work week sound? Yeah, we're all on board with that. The results of a new study that might not affect your paycheck.